Hey guys, how's it going? We left the last video off with a little bit of a teaser, and we are finally unveiling that tease. That makes sense. But anyway, we have the package here, and we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing of that package. And behind me, from the previous video, you can see we have the enclosure already. Most of you already know what's in this box, but let's see what it comes out looking like. You know, there's always a little bit of a change from pictures to looking at them directly, although I think it's going to look good no matter what. I'm just happy to have another member of the family. So let me get through all this tape. Everybody packages their stuff so differently. My packaging is so much, like, I don't know, different than this. I'm like cutting through the label. Alright, here we go. This is from Sun City Exotics, I think. They're based out of Texas. He got this male, roughly 18 months old, from someone else. He didn't really have much details, but it is a Topender Ackie, which I will kind of talk about a little bit as I bring him out. As you can see, standard insulation looks all good. Good packaging. This is more typical of how I go about it, although his is wrapped a little bit nicer. And I don't want to send him flying as I open it. This is really tight. It's like a puzzle. There you go, I'll just rip that. Wow. That looks really nice. Sorry for the pause there. One thing Ackies do when they're really stressed out is they'll keep their eyes shut. A lot of reptiles do that. But you always got to kind of be cautious with shipping, and I did not want to show a possibly not in good health reptile on the camera. So I just wanted to ensure that it was just stress and that it wasn't, you know, anything bad. But look at this beauty right here. This is the Topender Ackie male. Roughly 18 months old, like I said, so a year and a half. The colors are very, very nice. The pattern, the Topender Ackie has that line sort of pattern on the neck. I don't know if you could see it through this, but running down sort of the back. And sort of the lengths vary from what I've seen. Some run down pretty far. But that line signature pretty much behind his head is what kind of labels an Ender Ackie, and they usually have a nice pattern overall associated. But this guy is probably a little stressed, probably a little cold, so I think what we should do is put him in his enclosure, like I said, right behind me, and see how he kind of adapts, warms up. I'm going to let him de-stress for a little bit. Just, you know, this is very stressful for animals. Imagine being shipped yourself. So let's put him in. Let him kind of get used to his surroundings, and we'll do some filming of him checking out his new temporary enclosure. Alright, so we're going to put him in the enclosure. Like I said, I'm not going to try to stress him out too much with filming, but I did want to get putting him in. There he is. Hi, buddy. This is your temporary enclosure here. So I'm going to put you down, and you can work your way out. Got everything set up for you. So work your way out there and get used to your surroundings. So it's really important whenever you get a new reptile. I put him near the water too because he might be a little thirsty from the journey. But whenever you get a new reptile, it's really important that you immediately don't go to handling and stuff like that. You'll really think they are very handleable and everything because of how kind of calm they are. And that's pretty much because of the temperature they've been in, lower than what they're used to, and the stress. So if they're like that, you know, it's not because they're very handleable. They might be, but it's really just because they're stressed and cold. So you really want to let them, I'm going to get this off his foot. You really want to let them go ahead, get used to their surroundings, get warmed up a little bit before you kind of interact with them. And that could be a couple days. It's not going to just be an hour or two. You obviously want to keep an eye on them, though. You want to make sure that they're doing well, so you want to, you know, check in on them pretty often, but overall, stay hands-off and not stress them out by adding some additional element other than this whole new enclosure surrounding. So that's all really important and really important to consider, but look at that beautiful pattern there. He has a nice red sort of tint to that, and this is a yellow Ackie, guys. This is not a red Ackie. But he has that nice kind of, it's like a reddish brown almost, along with that nice little pattern there, that nice little line. Very beautiful Ackie. Looks very healthy in terms of weight. A little skinny, I would almost say, but Ackies sometimes have that physique where they look skinny, but that's kind of a good healthy weight. So looking good overall. I'll do a little bit more of an inspection later, but for now, I'm going to let him kind of get used to his surroundings. Okay guys, so it's been a couple days here and he's settled in quite good. I did give him a few roaches when he arrived, but today is his first proper feeding and I wanted to get it on camera. So I think we'll wrap this video up with a proper feeding, eating a couple more roaches, and maybe the first handling of him. So let's get to it and let's feed him some roaches. He's got quite the food response, so hopefully he won't take my fingers with it. But he really likes his food so far. He has a great appetite. I'm really happy with that. And I'm especially happy with his response to roaches. Sometimes some reptiles won't get the purpose of roaches immediately. More so babies, but sometimes adults too will not really understand what a roach is. It depends if they've been fed it. They like to see things more active, and roaches can kind of be a little sly sometimes. So I'm happy to see that he had somewhat of a roachy diet. He's had to because he really responds well to them. And they're also healthy, so that's good news that he's been feeding on some roaches, a good healthy diet from where he came from. So I did decide that I want to give him some crickets. I thought I'd just give him a quick handful. They're not going to be as filling, but it's going to be something additional. They've been gut loading for a couple days. And I thought it would just be entertaining to watch. So I thought it would be good for you guys. Ackies chasing down crickets are just really, it's a good time. Trust me. If you don't have an Ackie, or if you have an Ackie, you probably know. Okay, so I think he spotted one of them. He initially didn't respond, but as soon as he sees one, he's like, what is moving around in my enclosure? This is what I'm talking about. I love the Ackie chase. It's really cool, too, if you see them from babies, to see them, like, start refining their hunting skills. Like, they're just so floppy and just not coordinated as babies, and then they start refining it. Even this guy looked a little uncoordinated, but I am sure as he continues eating some crickets from time to time, which I definitely like to offer, because I like to offer a diverse range of insects, he'll start getting a little bit more precise, but very entertaining. He's doing some movement with his tail, which sometimes happens when they get really into the hunting mood and such like that. And they're a little excited. It's defensive, excited. They just express a wider range of emotions through their tail, and he's definitely pumped for this little chase he's having on here. So that about wraps up this video, guys. I thought before we go, though, that I'd show him off a little bit in terms of handling. He's very curious, but he is very swift and still a little sketched out. He will run up my arm pretty immediately whenever I put my arm in there. But then he likes to keep going, and then it goes to my head, and then I can't capture him anymore because of those really small nails there. But he is pretty welcoming, which I like so far. He's not really intimidated by me too much as long as I don't scare him. Just got to make sure because I'm still getting used to his personality. So, but he's doing good. I'm happy about all this. Everything's going perfect. And I can't wait to see what adventures lie ahead between the two of us. And I'm happy to have him as a part of the family. He is going pretty quick, though. so I don't want to get them too excited. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit that bell as well. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Let me know how you feel about all this. I hope you're as excited as I am. I'm really excited to continue this Ackie adventure. So, thanks again, guys, and I will see you in the next video.